Hi guys, welcome aboard of Crypto Cruiser. It's me Chris, and today we're gonna talk about Celestia, also known as TIA. We're gonna talk a little bit of fundamentals. We're gonna talk chart analysis, TIA compared to USD, TIA compared to BTC as well. Also, we're gonna talk about some market research, price targets, and much more. So let's get started. Before we say anything, I have to say that anything I say in this video is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And let's just start with Celestia fundamentals and what Celestia is all about. What makes it unique is that it's the first modular blockchain network that enables anyone to easily deploy their own blockchain with minimal overhead. It's also really easy to use. It's that makes Celestia, because it's the first modular blockchain to deploy other blockchains on that network. It's easier for programmers and web developers and web builders to actually use it and to develop different apps on that network. Celestia scales by rethinking blockchain architecture from the ground up. Also, it's relatively cheap and have really fast transactions. Also makes it highly attractive for unique addresses to be set up on that network, meaning a lot of people are joining the network, and according to the Metcalfe law, as many people that's what makes one network valuable, judged by people who are actually joining this network. Celestia's departure from the status quo of monolithic blockchains. Monolithic blockchains face scaling difficulties because they perform all core functions of a blockchain, such as processing transactions, ensuring that transactions are correct, and getting network nodes to agree on both the validity and ordering of transactions. On the other hand, modular blockchains introduce the notion of decoupling consensus from the execution of transactions, thus achieving greater scalability without loss of security or decentralization. That's what makes Celestia truly special and unique and highly valuable, is the security, and that is completely decentralized. I think this is the upside for Celestia. So on the fundamental level, it feels Celestia looks extremely bullish, and but we have to look at it overall. Looking at the tokenomics, I have to tell you guys, it doesn't look very bullish, and the tokenomics, because the overall supply of the total supply of Celestia is around 1 billion, almost 1 billion 100, and circulating supply of that chain is only 20%. So we're anticipating in the months to come another 80% to get into circulating supply. So obviously that will dilute the price, and most probably that will crash the price as well. I have to be fully transparent with you guys and tell you the truth. So on 28th of October, we got the team who has developed Celestia will start putting all that 800 million TIA into circulating supply, of course slowly, but I think here I can clearly see a huge increase on 28th of October. Pretty much will double the circulating supply. So if we stay at the same market cap, it means that will pretty much crush the price. Will split the price in half. Of course, I don't think Celestia will just keep that market cap. I think it will go much higher, but in the short term I think it will be quite bearish for Celestia, and then I think probably it will recover and it will adjust on the circulating supply. But also it's bearish because Bitcoin is correcting, and as I've predicted, it's playing out exactly to a T, absolutely perfectly. As I've said, I anticipate the day Bitcoin to touch 53,000, and that's exactly what happened. It touched 53,000 again. Of course, you can clearly see here it's it dropped here. Is the bottom in? I can't tell you for certain, but pretty much I think it will stay between this level, between 53. It's possible to drop even further to 52 and test this trend line, maybe form a bottom, and then, so basically what I'm trying to say, that tier will come, will correct with Bitcoin, and it's been correcting now. But overall I have to say I'm actually quite bullish on tier. I'm quite bullish on Celestia because it reminds me of Solana when it was launched. The way it's been moving. Let's look at the market cap chart of Celestia, and where we heading. So the market cap, it's around 824 million. It was launched in November of 2023 of around 330 million, and pretty much 10x by February of 2024, reaching a market cap of 3 billion, 10 times more. And now we've been correcting, and we reached a price of 825 million. Well, I think we're pretty much at the bottom. Maybe we'll correct a little bit further, but we are pretty much at the bottom, and I anticipate to have quite a huge moves on the upside. We have to just, since this is the first bull market that Celestia is playing in, we have to take other chains into consideration and how they perform in the previous bull market, such as Solana, Cardano, BNB. So let's just look the three of them, and the three of them, they basically reached market capitalization of over 100 billion. Am I saying that Celestia can potentially reach this 100 billion valuation? Well, I'm not quite certain, but certainly has the fundamentals for it, since a lot less blockchains reach these targets. Let's look here on the USDT chart and see how I think it's possible to play out. As I've said, Bitcoin is correcting, so we've been in this correction mode for quite some time, to be quite exact, since February of 24, and we've been in this downward channel. I think we're in the cusp of breaking out sooner than later, and once we break out, we will test these prices of around $7-8. Maybe we'll correct a little bit, and that's how we're gonna make a reverse head and shoulders. And once we break out of this, we can start touching all-time highs of around $20. Well, of course, it needs momentum, it needs the bull market to come back. And I think once Bitcoin correct from a bottom formation by the end of September, early October, I think you'll catch a lot of people off guard, and I anticipate Bitcoin to start hitting over 70,000, and that'll bring valuable blockchains such as Celestia to start hitting all-time highs as well. But here, since I said 28th of October, there's gonna be a lot of tokens, tier tokens into circulating supply, almost double. So I anticipate we reach around $8 before 28th of October, and then we will correct. Maybe we'll go again around $4, maybe, just to test this previous prices. And then after we adjust on the circulating supply and Bitcoin start hitting all-time highs even over hundreds of thousands, then I think Celestia can play out something like that, consolidate between all-time high prices of $17-20, and that's how we're gonna set up huge reverse head and shoulders on the weekly chart. If we break out of it, we can easily potentially reach prices of over $60-70, and then we can even go further than that. And I'm not gonna be surprised if we play out something like Swan, the last bull market, and we reach prices of over 140 per tier. Of course, there's a lot more bullish momentum we need for the overall market, not only for tier. But I think the bottom for tier is almost in, exactly as Bitcoin. We just need a little bit more time to consolidate between these prices, and that's what I anticipate, something like that to move forward. Again, I have to repeat, it's not a financial advice, but we have to look at the history and how other blockchains has performed before in such predicament, like in previous bull markets, because I believe we are in a raging bull market. If we look at tier compared to the BTC, this is something I think it can play out. If we get out of the falling wedge and we come out of it, right now it's around 728, we can pretty much 10x in valuation, which in USDT terms is over 30x, because I think Bitcoin will triple in today's price by second or third quarter of next year, and potentially Tier can go 30-35x. So meaning Celestia can go 40 or 50 billion, but if 30 or 40 billion, but if there's more circulating supply, in order to reach $140 or $145, Celestia needs at least 70-80 billion, and as a matter of fact, that's it will be less than what Dogecoin did the last bull market, and we all know it's a meme coin. Dogecoin reached 100 billion valuation. So you just have to be level-headed to be able to be open-minded and just look for opportunities, because as we all know, this altcoin bull market can get absolutely insane. It can get 100 or 200x. So you just be open for opportunities, and don't just be stuck with your own opinion. Make your own research, do your diligence, and just make your own research and be prepared. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. There's a lot more content coming, and if you want to get my crypto guidebook for absolutely free, you can subscribe to my Patreon as well. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and we see each other soon. Goodbye.